Now joining us to discuss this further is Dereleen James, anti-drug activist, chairperson of CSWS, author of Dear Dad, Letter to President Jacob Zuma. Good afternoon to you and thank you for joining us here on ANN7. First and foremost, could it be that Herman Mashaba could have incited violence by saying they will do a clean-up operation by getting foreigners out of that area?
I don't think what is happening in Rosettenville has anything to do with foreign nationals. I think the community is just basically sick and tired of what has been happening there in terms of the drug scourge. I think Herman Mashaba was there last week when they torched the first house, and that is when he met with them basically so that they can stop torching the houses. But I don't think it's got anything to do with a race or foreign nationals in the area. I think it is just basically about foreign nationals, yes, coming in and occupying homes and, using girls as young as 9 as prostitutes and selling drugs to the kids. I think that's what it's all about.
And Dereleen, how do the foreigners get house permits then in situations like this?
Sure, it's a very complex question to answer because it could be a result of many things. I know that in my support groups with parents, you often find that, when our kids start using drugs, they end up owing these drug dealers thousands, sometimes millions of rands. You hear stories of where parents' cars get taken away, where these guys actually would come to your house and take over your belongings or actually just move into your house. So the concern was when I seen this happening in Rosettenville, I couldn't help but ask the question, whose homes are these homes? Does it actually belong to these foreign nationals, or is that just an ordinary family who's now lost a home?
And was this a good move from the residents to actually burn the houses in the area? What are your thoughts?
I mean, how do you sit back and watch someone destroy the life of a loved one without doing anything? Going to SAPS, pointing out the houses, and SAPS just don't arrest these guys. If they do arrest these guys, you find that 2 days later, they back out on the streets again. There's no synergy between the governmental departments. There's no synergy between SAPS and the Justice Department. So I can understand the frustration of the community of Rosettenville. I mean, just earlier on this morning, I posted, is it right for us, for communities to actually start burning down homes? And it is a sad reality that most of the people that responded said, yes, burn. And these aren't illiterate people, these are learned people, and everyone is just so tired because we've gone out there, we've gone to SAPS and we said these are the people that's selling drugs. When we do raids and when we go and confront these people, we always find the drugs, we always have successes. But the weird part is, and what I can't understand is, whenever SAPS has an operation, these dealers are always aware, they're always 2 steps ahead of us. There's never ever would you find that there's a success that happens, but when we go out, we find joy. So I understand the frustration of the community, especially when you see this happening every day. You see it happening in front of you. You see someone buying the drugs. You go and you have it reported and nothing gets done. And when you do have it reported, you just find that the guys are out 2 days later and you're told that, there's loopholes in the justice system, or, the SAPS guys didn't complete the docket fully. There's no specialized task teams. There's no specialized courthouses that actually listens to these cases. So yes, the community is feeling hopeless, and I guess this is what it has resulted in.
Now, another question that really comes to the fore is the one of whether or not it was right for police to be arresting the locals in the area instead of arresting the foreigners who are running these brothels and selling the drugs.
I can understand the way they feel. I mean, a week ago when the first torching took place, the community indicated, the very same people that were protesting said, what, we're not going to stop until we heard. We're not going to stop until someone actually does something about it. And I think, again, community wasn't taken seriously. They've left it for a week. What has happened since last week and yesterday? Did we see SAPS moving in there speedily? Did we see the mayor going back in there? Did we see the MMC of community safety going to address the community? Did we see a campaign? What happened since last week up until now? And now with the second torchings where 10 houses are being torched, we find that police has been deployed, there's task teams being put together. So much is happening, but it's so much little bit too late.
And was these protests seen as xenophobic attacks on these foreign nationals?
Well, like I said, I've been in contact with some of the community members from Rosettenville, and I haven't felt that. I didn't get that sense where, you know what, they actually against foreign nationals. I think as South Africans, we're open to anyone, you know, but as long as you don't come here and sort of take over our lives and cause chaos in our communities, I think we're okay to live with whoever, but respect our country, respect our communities, and respect our families.
Well, let's leave it there for now, Dereleen. We appreciate you talking to us, anti-drug activist there, just talking to us about the ongoing violence that's currently taking place in Rosettenville. Residents in the area are fed up of drug lords and brothels being run from certain houses in the area, and for that reason, they have decided to torch these residences. Police have arrested some of the residents as well. Stay tuned to 8 and 7. We'll keep you up to date with regards to the latest details and developments.